Welcome to our Centennial Colts Student Athlete docu-series where we highlight some of our top student athletes and they provide us with tips on how to stay physically and mentally fit while navigating through this pandemic. My name is Kareem Rodney and we have Darcy, our athletic manager, and we have Kaylin, our athletic therapist, who will be interviewing our top student athletes. So without further ado, actually, before we do that, I want to let you know if you want to be featured on our episode or one of our episodes, upcoming episodes, please feel free to send us a direct message to Colts_high performance. So again, that's COLTS_HIGHPERFORMANCE, Colts_high performance. And let us know about your interests because we would love to hear from you and feature you on one of our upcoming episodes. So now, without further ado, let's get right into the questions and meet our next athlete. And I'm going to hand it off to you, Kaylin. Go right ahead.
Okay, so we're going to start off by getting people to know you a little bit better. So why don't you tell us your name, program, and what sport you play?
So I'm Christianna. My program that I'm in is Human Resources in Business Administration, and I'm on the women's varsity basketball team.
Awesome. And what year are you in, Chris?
Given everything, I want to third, but I don't know. I would say I'm third year. Let's be safe and say third.
Okay. And where can we get some of our followers to give you a follow on your social media?
So all of my social media is the same. It's at ccruxxo. No underscores, nothing. It's just ccruxxo.
Awesome. So give her a follow, everyone.
Please do.
All right, Christianna, why don't you share with our audience if you have a favorite sports hero, sports team, and sports quote? Let's start with a hero.
So my favorite sports hero or sports player is Steph Curry. It has been for a long time. It probably will continue to be, mostly just because of the way he changed the game with his shooting. I don't think a lot of people would be shooting the way they are now if it wasn't for him. But he's not like my favorite team. I follow him, but Golden State isn't my team. I do enjoy watching the Raptors from time to time, but I do like the Celtics a little bit more. And then my favorite quote is, as far as what Steph has as his quote, he can do all things through Christ who strengthens him. Honestly, that's probably a very important quote to me, and it really just signifies all that I want to stand for when I step on the court and when I play. So definitely that quote, and along with that player, those are my favorites.
Wonderful. Thanks for sharing that with our audience.
Okay, so next we're going to switch it up to game days. So a lot of you guys as athletes have your favorite pump up song, but if you can walk us through kind of your game day routine. I know yours is kind of particular, and share with us your favorite pump up song before games.
Okay, so game day routines. Oh, okay. So I always try to eat this as a similar thing. I wouldn't call myself superstitious, but I like to stick to this routine. I usually have a slice of toast with peanut butter and bananas on it, and then like a drizzle of honey. I just have to do it. That's breakfast. And usually it follows throughout the day. Right before a game, I know this might sound weird, but I always get sushi right before a game. I don't know, it's just, it works for me, so why change it? And then as far as music or pump up songs, I don't have a specific song that I listen to before every game. I find it varies with how I'm feeling for the day. So sometimes that might be range anywhere from rap music to Disney Channel soundtracks. It really just depends on like what mood I'm in at the time. I will say most of the time it is like Disney music soundtracks because they have a lot of good songs, and they're very like, they pump me up a lot. So I would say that if I had to stick to like a pump up song, it's probably majority of the time I'll go to Disney Channel music, is in my opinion. I know it probably sounds weird, but it works for me, so I go with it.
Whatever gets you ready, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a Christianna fact for you.
Yeah.
All right. So, Christianna, can you tell our audience about your most memorable event or highlight so far in your Centennial career?
So I would have to say in the 2020 season, 2019-2020 season, when we went to Georgian in February on Valentine's Day, that game for me was, I don't even know. It's like I had a whole new level of confidence, a whole new type of person came out to play that day. I don't like, I just remember looking back after the game was just kind of like, was that me? Like, did I score like that? Did
That's
I
awesome.
play like that? And I did. I had a very, very good game. I hit a lot of threes. I was like probably the most confident I've been in a long time. So I still think about that game to this day because I'm just very proud of all I accomplished and all I did. So probably that game for sure so far.
You had the Steph in you.
Oh yeah, I
Spirit
definitely
of Steph.
channeled him.
Yes, channel betrays. That's wonderful. Great. Thanks for sharing that.
So as 2020 finished and we're moving into 2021, it's obviously been a difficult time for a lot of people for different reasons. For our student athletes, they've had to change the way they study. And obviously we're not on the court or playing field right now. So as the pandemic continues, what are some of the things you're doing to stay fit?
So I will be completely honest here. It's been super hard. And the first lockdown back in March, my team actually made an effort to have Zoom workouts multiple times. So we were staying fit. It's just lately with school on top of that and on top of the stress, I still try to work out maybe once or twice a week. It's not as often as it usually is. And I would like to change that, but I do work out when I can. It's just sometimes, given the way everything is, you just need a couple days to recharge and get back into a schedule, I find. So yeah, I mean it's not too bad. I will try to work out more, but as of right now, it's about 1 or 2 days a week. And as well, eating healthy in moderation and trying to do more walking instead of driving, like stuff like that I'm trying to do and put into my schedule.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I think a lot of athletes are having trouble without the structure and routine of practice and gym time and all of that, that it's been really difficult. So I'm sure a lot of people can relate. So that's great.
Christiane, we're obviously going to be sharing this with a wider audience, so not just the student athletes and like yourself is someone that has in the past had that structure of practice and training and such, and so you really want to share with the wider student audience, particularly sort of some thoughts or advice you might have on how you cope and mentally and emotionally through this pandemic, and maybe there's some things that you're doing that might be helpful for others.
So mentally, I have experienced a lot of burnout just because like you add school on top of everything you're going to, and as far as school goes, you feel a heavier workload because of the way it's structured. So mentally, I have been taking a lot of personal days to kind of um, be a little selfish and kind of spend a day, whether that's reading or just relaxing or something, just treating myself, I find helps a lot, because I feel like if I give myself everywhere so much, I'm not going to have enough left for me. So advice wise, I would just kind of tell people to don't forget about yourself and just be selfish when you can. If that's you taking a nap or like watching your favorite movie or something, just don't be afraid to be selfish, because it is your life. And if you're too stressed out and spread too thin, it's gonna do more harm than good.
Yeah, that's wonderful. And I think a lot of us tend to think of, once you take care of yourself, it's selfish, but it is self-care, and you have to be the best you. And so by taking care of yourself, taking those personal days, breaks when you need them, that's only going to make you a better person for the others that are around you. So yeah, thanks for sharing.
Yeah, exactly.
So we're going to lighten it up a little bit now. So this is something that you and I talk about a lot in the clinic or in the gym. So let's talk shoe game, because Chris has got a mean shoe game.
I mean, I will take the compliment where it comes. I'll take it. Honestly, I have about 3 pairs of basketball shoes. Now, a lot of basketball players you'll hear have like a whole collection, a whole shelf full and all that. No, I have 3, but out of my 3, my forever all-time favorite pair of shoes that I will wear until there's like holes all through them are my Curry, hold on, let me grab them. My Curry 7s. These are the special edition Sour Patch Kids version. So like if you look on the inside, there's Sour Patch Kids. I don't know. If you know me, you know that Sour Patch Kids are my favorite candy. Oh, they're so good. They're my favorite candy. So when my favorite like basketball player came out with a shoe that has my favorite candy, it kind of just tied in together, and it was like, why would I not purchase these? Like it kind of makes sense. But other than that, they're definitely the most comfortable shoes I've had, and I don't like high cut shoes. I'm not that person, so the low, right around my ankle shoe is my type of shoe. But out of my 3, this is my all-time favorite shoe for right now. Whether they had Sour Patches in them or not, I would definitely make the purchase. The Sour Patches are just a bonus right now.
That's awesome. Thanks for sharing.
Well, thank you very much, Christianna, for coming and providing us with some tips and getting to know you. I mean, this was great. Now we know is it okay if I call you Chris?
Yeah, sure.
No, that's that. Now we know who Chris is. Now we know who Chris is. Sour Patch.
The therapist bond.
But Sour Patch is our favorite candy. But no, you did provide us with a lot of great tips. You said at the beginning, you did a lot of Zoom workouts, and that's really important. Everyone has to understand the strength in numbers. So if you can find a group of friends that you can actually work out with, it will always help and motivate you a little bit more. And don't forget, if you want motivation, Disney music, right?
For sure. Honestly, there isn't a bad Disney song. That's all I have to say. They're all good. They're all great.
Yeah, and then on the physical part, you talked about eating in moderation and taking that time for yourself, going for a walk, having those personal days, reading, resting. So all great tips, and I hope all of our viewers take away something from this, because it will definitely help you navigate this pandemic. So thank you very, very much once again. So we're going to be signing off. Thank you very much again for being with us today, Chris. Thank you, Darcy, and thank you, Kaylin.
Thank you.
Again, at the beginning, I did mention if you would like to be featured on one of our episodes, please send us a direct message at Colts_high performance and let us know about your interests, and we will definitely get back to you, and we want to have you on our next episode. So we're going to be signing off now. Have yourselves a great day and stay safe.
Thank you. Thank you.